Your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions.
We're about to go live on Blog Talk,
Your
everybody.
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who is that lady?
Hey, everyone. We are now live on many different places. We're also coming at you later wherever you grab your podcasts. Tonight, we are on Blog Talk Radio. We're on YouTube. We are on Facebook Live, Twitch, and Twitter. And tomorrow morning on your commute, or perhaps when you're doing your morning routine,
Yes.
you're listening to us wherever you get your podcasts. This show here is brought to you by Joseph's Finest Meats. Head on over there on Addison, over near Harlem. The best meat in the city, Al.
Why do they call it a podcast when it's not on a pod and you don't wear a cast?
We are at Larcher Lawrenson on Twitter. My name is at Clark in Chicago on Twitter. I'm Clark Lawrenson. And that fella over there to, I believe, my left, your right, watching us tonight, that is at Larcher Than Life, Alfred Ferdinand Larcher III. Here he is.
Well, hello. Bad news today. You know, Gilbert Gottfried, he just passed away, and you know, one of the great comedic minds. I mean, he had the ability to offend many people in a matter of seconds. It's a skill, and I've always wished I had. You know, because it takes me like a minute to offend people. So,
and he gets it done right away.
Just right away. You know, he would do his
anybody, anywhere, huh?
He would do his really bad impersonations, you know, that were actually really good. His Seinfeld, or his, you know, guys you've never heard of. His George Jetzel, a favorite. You know, his Abe Vigoda, very good. You know, He would just do very ancient impersonations of people who've been dead a long time, and always very funny. I used to love him on the Howard Stern show. Especially when they used to let him sit in on the news, and Robin would try to do the news, and you know, Gilbert would be doing like an impersonation of Andrew Dice Clay, and just saying the most offensive things after every story with an "oh," and you know, Robin would get very angry, and then you know, Artie would chime in, and those were the good old days. So, you know, rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. 67, I believe.
Yeah, 67. The headline I just saw said, it said Gilbert Gottfried, comedian and Aladdin star. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that to be the headline. But that's a small part he had. He was the bird in that, by the way.
Right.
Gottfried, a couple birds in his life. He was the voice of some birds.
The birds, yeah, of course, the Aflac, but then he got canceled because you know, the Japanese had a tsunami. And he made a joke.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I forgot which it was that got him canceled there. But yeah, that's so wild, man. That's sad to see some of these comedians this recently, you know, it seems like have passed. And you know, Gilbert himself just recently had shared this tweet right there, you know, mentioning that he had just lost those two friends of his as well, with Bob Saget and Louis Anderson. It's wild, man.
It's weird. It's weird and wild how that works.
Would you consider yourself a Gilbert Gottfried fan? Was he just on, you know, would you catch him on some of your favorite shows there? What was it?
I was a big Gilbert Gottfried fan. As a matter of fact, I had a deal with somebody I work with that the next time Gilbert Gottfried's in town, we were supposed to meet him. I didn't realize he was sick. I've been watching over the winter. I've been watching multiple Gilbert Gottfried roasts on YouTube, And I recently rewatched the documentary on Gilbert Gottfried. I think it's on Peacock.
I would gather you as a fan. Oh, okay. I'll give that a holler. That's awesome.
Now, why are you wearing a why are you wearing a WGN radio hat when like you don't listen to WGN radio?
I haven't in a long time.
I mean you don't really know the history of it.
Today oh yeah, I'm a big Kathy and Judy fan, huge, and Uncle Bobby, big fan. The airplane crash was awful. It really hit me hard back in the day. I listened as a kid growing up. WGN reached miles upon miles away.
Who died in the airplane crash?
It was Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob who? No Googling. I see your eyes roaming over there. No. Look at the camera. Look into the camera. Look into the camera. Bob Collins. That's who died. He crashed in his plane. He pulled a 9/11 before 9/11 was a thing.
I wanted to say, it was what's his name with the Farm Report, your competition back when you were on radio. What's his name? Orion Robertson. No.
Yeah.
You saw him last year at the fair.
Samuelson.
Orrin Samuelson. Yeah, that's it. We got it.
We used to have a guy. I don't even remember his name, but I had to do the Farm Report.
Yeah.
And you would go. Right? Yeah, back on WACF. That station doesn't even exist anymore. That's how old I am. They got rid of the signal and everything. They tore the place up, and you can't even visit the corn. It's now a cornfield.
Wow.
But we get Marvin. His name was Marvin. I do remember that. You go to Marvin Wells. He's got to be dead now. But yeah, you'd get Marvin Wells and be like, all right, let's go to Marvin, and be like, all right. Hey, hello, this is Marvin Wells here. The WACF Farm Report is 12 noon, and the July corn is down by 15%, and then we got to move in, and then there's this, and he would go on and on and on. And I just wanted to get on with the damn show, and you couldn't get past him. Oh, here comes Hazel with the Farm Report.
Did you guys ever take him down in the ratings?
Who? Oral Samuel? Paul Harvey?
Oh yeah, take them all. Take down Paul. Take down WGN.
I took our ratings from a 0.05 to a 4.0, but that wasn't good enough to do anything.
Huh. John Williams, man, I mean the history goes way back. Hey Al, it's 6:45. Time to wake up.
6:45.
You want to say hi to Al?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. How are you?
What?
I said, how are you?
Good.
Did you have a nice day at school?
I didn't go to school today.
What? Were you a derelict? Were you delinquent?
Tell them where you went. Where'd you go today?
Ballet class.
Holy cow, Hazel, what's real? Did you dance?
Too.
Okay. Can you say bye?
Bye.
All right, see you later. Good job. See you, Hayes.
Oh, wow.
And then my lady friend over there just gave me a look and said, I did not tell her she could come down here. That girl, she's becoming a human with a life, with like a mind of her own, Al.
Really?
Is she? Oh, go ahead.
Well, does she know any Gilbert Gottfried? Like, what's her besides Aladdin? Maybe you should have her go upstairs and watch some Gilbert Gottfried roasts. The George Takei roast, I think, is worth watching.
Okay. It's spring break, Al. It is spring break. That's why she was not at school today. She went to daycare. She went to the daycare because, well, I'm a little busy. How about that? Oh, boy.
Wow. Look at you. Busy man.
Yep. So what, yeah. What, oh, hey, look at you making comments over there in the Twitch.
Yeah.
Can you remind me of something? When I was a kid, do you remember did Gilbert Gottfried host there were a few different hosts of USA Up All Night, which was some, like very 80s movies, very, movies of that time. And there was a Rhonda who was the host. But also, did
man.
Godfrey host that at all?
Yeah, probably. It would make sense, man.
It does make sense.
It makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, man.
Yep. Hang on. I'm using the old Google machine there. Al, you
Oh,
sound
time.
I like your Kim's Convenience. Yeah, Rhonda Shear, Carlin
Yeah.
Schlitt, and Gilbert Gottfried.
Rhonda Shear, of course, made an appearance at a WrestleMania.
Yeah. Wow. The series began on January 7th, 1989, with comic Gilbert Gottfried hosting on Saturdays from New York City. In that first show, Gottfried was seen in an empty office building in Manhattan. The first two films shown were Cheerleaders Beach Party and Stuck
Great
on
movie.
You, which that can't be the Farrelly brothers Stuck on You. That's got to be something else.
It's gotta be.
But then replaced by Caroline Schlitt, and then she left and was replaced by comedian B-movie actress Rhonda Shear. Wow.
What was the second lady's name?
Caroline Schlitt.
What's her last name?
Anybody out there watching know of Caroline Schlitt?
Schlitt.
SHLITT. Does not have a Wikipedia page, it appears.
That's not a good sign.
No. But, well, and, she didn't appear to last long. Let's see. What's her name was host for, it lasted a few more years. It went to 95. That's amazing.
So how come I get a mustache and you get a mustache? What is this?
I don't.
How come you steal my birthday? You steal my 40th birthday party, and then all of a sudden I get a mustache, and then you have a mustache, and
Honestly,
you're all on Twitter. Oh, look at my mustache.
No, honestly, all of the proof that I have so far, the proof that I see shows that I had the mustache first.
Yeah, well, I get your proof right here. I had the mustache before you did.
If you take a look right here, I posted "might F around" and shaved the beard so the kids don't recognize me. I'm guessing this has been a dad thing since the first shave in history. You come down, and this I sent at 2:47 on April 8th.
Yeah, well, Clark, I mean, not to question your crappy English.
And then you come down here. Hang on, let's just look at the facts as they are. I get my time, you get your time, sir.
Fine, equal time. Let's see this.
And then at 9:58, you made this cute little GIF, or as the guy who invented the GIF calls it, a GIF. At 9:58 p.m. on the same day, giving you how many hours from possibly seeing this tweet at 2:47 p.m. I'm just presenting the evidence as we see it here until 9:58 p.m. when said GIF is posted. I'll allow for a few extra minutes for making the gift and things like that.
Well, if you look, you can see it's not a fresh shave, all right? It's not a fresh shave in the picture. It's clearly about 2 days old. That's number one. Now scroll back up. Scroll back up to your little comments. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, all the way. Might, okay, your phrasing is might F around and shave the beard so the kids don't recognize me. Might is implying you haven't even done it yet.
It's not implying anything.
No, it is. It is. It's absolutely implying. Might fuck around and shave the beard so the kids don't recognize me.
And saying might F around. And look, why can't we be brothers about this? Why can't we?
We are, bro. We're Stash brothers. We're Walgreens brothers. But your language, your use of language there you're using a word that would imply something. And we will get to Minoru Suzuki versus Ishii this Saturday. You and I will be there live at the last wrestling event ever in the Odeum in Villa Park. We will, sir, talk Suzuki. I guarantee.
Yes, we will. We are going. The last wrestling event live, is it the last?
Yeah, they're turning into a parking lot at the end of the month.
Unreal. You sent me that, and like, obviously I know what last means, but my goodness. Yeah, might F around is a thing that the kids say, and you know it, and I know it.
I've never heard this phrase before, and I've never heard the kids say might F around, okay? That's just bullshit.
Might
I'm telling you right now,
burned-
you are a mustache thief. My hero, of course, is Dennis Franz of NYPD Blue, known for the mustache. You, sir, have no mustache influences in your life. So please, but
No.
it's okay.
I don't need a please, man. No,
I'll
I have
allow it.
plenty of mustache. in-
Asterisk next to you have an asterisk next to your mustache.
My father, my uncle, plenty of mustache heroes in my life, Al. Let me tell you that much. Not to mention quite a few baseball players. Ever heard of a Goose Gossage? Huh? Ever heard of I forget the other guy's name. There's other guys that are heroes of mine. Can't we just be mustache buddies with this? Like pals?
Well, I'd prefer to be brother, but I mean, if you want to downgrade to buddy, that's fine
You and
by
I,
me.
one time back in the day, we were absolutely Walgreens brothers.
Yes. The other guys would go to the SVC or the S Special Victims Unit. What is that place with the carpet? It's Walgreens with carpet.
Oh, CVS.
CVS, yeah, they had pretentious bullshit with the carpeting. Hell
And
no,
you've
I go
gotta
to Walgreens.
You've got to push the cart around where they have the stick on it so they could see where you are at all times. Just what the hell is that?
This is the look I give the photo guy at Walgreens when there's a long line in the regular and I got like 3 things.
Yes. That is perfect. Let me tell you who else is a big influence on me when it comes to mustaches. I don't even know this fella's name, but I mean, you can't call me wrong when I say that that's not a wonderful, fantastic mustache right there.
So there was a wrestler who actually wrestled quite often at Warrior Wrestling. That is a nice mustache. Very nice.
Yeah.
It figures. I had to deal with Milwaukee Brewer fans this weekend. There was
Who's better to deal with in that neighborhood working in near Wrigley Field? St. Louis Cardinals fans or Brewers fans?
Brewers fans.
Okay.
So there was a wrestler who got canceled this week. You know, he used to wrestle in Warrior, but there was a picture of him with the Hitler mustache. What is your take on the Hitler mustache, also known as the Michael Jordan?
He got canceled for having it.
Yeah, he took a selfie. Well, he's in a feud with his soon-to-be ex-wife, and from what I understand, the ex-wife's crazy. I mean, even the normal people who are like canceling, who enjoy the canceling thing, are like, no. This woman is she's out to get the dude, and yeah, he had a picture. He was obviously like in the shower. He just shaved. And he left a little mustache and he took the picture of it. Have you ever while shaving done a Hitler mustache?
No, I haven't.
Well, you don't want to get canceled now. Every dude has done the Hitler mustache once.
I haven't. I never.
Oh, bullshit! You've never once looked in the mirror with a Hitler mustache. See, maybe it looks good on you. You don't know.
I don't think anyone can pull it off. Here's the thing: you can. I think it's okay to shave the Hitler mustache in the mirror, but this fellow also went with the whole. I mean, do you see the photo? Like he went with the whole. Like he played the part. Like
I took that same picture and I made a whole thing. I said I was the grammar Nazi, and I would post it when people would do the bad grammar. I mean, you know what? So you tell me you can't play Hitler? Hitler's not appropriate to play?
I don't know if you can play Hitler, Al. Like I'm not. Yeah.
Well, so the bad people, you're not allowed to play villains.
So had he taken that picture and sent it to her at some point, and now to get him canceled, things aren't going well in the relationship? She posts that.
She posts that, yeah, and then she claimed he hit her.
Yeah,
and she had a black eye, and you generally side with the woman, and I generally side with the woman. But it seems like there's a lot of backlash that it was bullshit. But I don't know. But anyways, they fired him. It's probably the right thing to do. I mean, he's not important.
He was in WWE, eh?
Yeah, he was in NXT.
Okay.
He was one of the guys. He was featured a lot at Warrior Wrestling for some of the earlier shows. Him and the MSK guys, the 420 flippy guys.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right. I see. Wow. Yeah, I
Wait.
didn't know.
he was one half of the current tag team champions. They had just won the title.
He wasn't going to be at NJPW this weekend, was he?
No, that's New Japan, and
Yeah. Yeah, I do. What do you have going on over there? Are you shaving?
no, it's one of these like bamboo rollers.
Okay.
Beside the stress out of your face.
A bamboo roller. Do you suggest it for everybody?
I do. Yeah.
A bamboo face roll. I've never had one.
It's nice.
Stimulates the face. Yeah.
It's stimulating,
Okay. Can I tell you what I think happened to me? And this got me really flustered just before our show. So I got a new MacBook Air that I'm using, and I had it at work today down at the Segway office. And I put it into my backpack, and then I come home and I went to take it out of my backpack here at home, to start prepping the show while I was making dinner, and it's not there.
Uh-oh.
I'm currently 90% sure that it's down at the office.
Right.
But there's that 10% in my head that's like, right after this show, I'm going to get in the fucking car and drive down to Maggie Daly Park and go look and see if my...
Well, don't tell everybody where the MacBook is. Maggie Daly Park.
In the park, over by the rock climbing wall, underneath the third up there, you reach your hand in and you can pull it out, and that's where you'll find it. Oh, God.
What are the kids saying? Maybe afterwards you'll go, okay?
Wait, what is maybe afterwards you'll go?
What is it? What is it? Maybe shave later, bro.
Might F around and leave my MacBook Air at the Segway office.
You might F around and go, you think, what is why are you using kids' language? What does it matter with you?
I had to drive down at 10 p.m. on the Monday night of the tournament last week, of Monday night of the NCAA final.
Yeah.
It could have been an issue where the door was unlocked, so I had to drive down and check.
That's unnerving.
I gotta quit giving this all away, huh? Oh man, it's been a day.
Has it now? The big exception.
I had to look up the other day. I had to look up FOMO. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, fear of missing out. I've been saying FOMO with you for a long time.
No, the fear of missing out. Is that what you mean by FOMO? I had no idea.
Yeah.
No clue.
We use that a lot in gambling. It's a big gambling term.
I don't use it in gambling. I don't know.
I've used it with you multiple times.
Okay. I don't know if we'll see Twitchy Wilson in here tonight. He was down at the White Sox opener today.
Uh-oh. Boosting it hard, huh?
He had a suite down at the White Sox opener.
Nice.
Yeah, he did. Chris, nice work there. If you happen to be listening later, I'm guessing he had a good time. They were winning the last time I checked.
Gorgeous day for it. A good baseball team, unlike what you get on the north side.
I don't know.
You get a little
Suzuki
quality.
got it done with 2 homers today. They won again.
No. Minoru's not in town till Saturday.
3-2. The White Sox won. No, I'm talking about Seiya Suzuki. Yeah.
Let me see.
He has 3 homers on the season now. What are you going to say about that?
See ya. Well, I had Japanese today, so that's probably a good sign. I had Japanese yesterday. I've had Japanese 2 days in a row. That's good.
You did? Wow. That's amazing. Is that because we're going to New Japan Pro Wrestling? Like it's bringing you back to your time in Tokyo?
Absolutely. Yes. I'm building up a stomach for it.
I didn't know I needed to do this. Do I need to stop by somewhere and grab some Japanese food?
You're going to have to get some Japanese before we go.
I thought maybe we'd take a limo to get Japanese food. I don't know.
Stop at the ramen shop. I'm down. I did the math. It's the same distance if we went to the ramen shop, ate ramen, and then went to the show. But I know you're going to be out in the suburb. You're a whole mess, so I'm not even worried about you. But
yeah, I'm not sure when I'm getting back.
It's the last event ever at the Odeum, and you got big plans. but we will meet up. We'll have a good time there, and yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited. Baseball is back. The bars have been full again. We're back full force. You know, it's like a hurricane hit Wrigleyville.
Really? Is it just like full on? It's
Oh, yeah.
baseball season.
It's like 2019 all over again.
People are stumbling in a little bit intoxicated.
Yeah, it's extremely, because baseball fans are the worst. I
White
mean, when you get
Sox
right down to it.
Currently 3-1 and leading their division. The Chicago Cubs are currently 3-1 and leading their division now.
Wow, there's
I would
only
say that both of
400
them
more
very good.
games to go.
And I have some bets in on the Cubs winning their division and winning the World Series. If they win the World Series, my $5 turns into $500. That's not going to happen.
Oh, I'm going to put 10 then. FOMO, baby.
Oh, because you don't want the fear of missing out.
Yeah, I don't want you winning the 500 when I can win 1,000 and go, look at this. We both won money.
It's
Let's
a
go
fool
on the
bet
restaurant.
to bet on them to win the World Series. But
Yeah.
I wish I'd have gotten on the train of betting on Suzuki for Rookie of the Year before the season started.
Suzuki's like 56, Clark. Meltzer's not going to give him Rookie of the Year.
Different Suzuki, Al. This is the baseball player Suzuki.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of the wrestling from the WrestleMania weekend. The best of all the shows, and Suzuki was in like 4 or 5 of them.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, the thing with Suzuki is one, you know, like tomorrow he's fighting Samoa Joe. That's gonna be massive on AEW. So you're not gonna want to miss that one.
That's amazing. That's fun.
Oh,
And then he's gonna be there on Saturday.
yeah, the current Ring of Honor Nevermore champion, I believe.
Okay. That's awesome.
The Neverweight champion, yeah. So are you excited about the Cubs this year? Do you get your popcorn? Do you talk about long balls and short balls, or what's going on with the baseball?
Coming into the season, I haven't been all of that excited about the Cubs. I mean, other than, I went to the spring training game. I was there for Suzuki's first spring training game, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know. They're kind of a wild card. How is Suzuki's game going to translate in the long run? Sure, he's had a solid start here. He's got 3 home runs, and he's getting on base. He's taking a lot of pitches. He's really disciplined at the plate. I mean, as a lot of people are who come from the Nippon League. It's just, how will that translate? How are these other guys that had actually fun, decent years that people who stuck with the team enjoyed watching, like Wisdom and Schwindel? And like, how are these guys going to be? Nico Horner playing shortstop. He's up with the team and whatnot. How is he going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. Will Wilson Contreras be a Chicago Cub at the end of the season?
Well, why don't you answer some of these questions? You ask a lot of questions. You never say anything.
I don't have the answers, Al.
You just ramble names off. I can do that. Give me the list of the roster.
There's 162 games to play. Like, how the hell am I supposed to know?
Well, you're a professional.
Not
you're
an
a fan.
Not an expert.
You got to.
I can't see into the future. Like, if I was here to tell you, they're going to be great, this is what's going to happen, then I'd be some kind of dope who thinks that he can see into the future. I can't.
Well, you should be able to have an opinion on your team. Like, I could tell you what I think the Bears are going to be. I mean, I have ideas. I may be wrong, but I have educated guesses. And I mean, you're an educated man. You have said that I think that they're going to win the World Series, so you can start there. Are they going to make the playoffs?
Am I frozen?
We wish, but no. Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. They should make the playoffs because, they've expanded it. 1,000 teams make it. They should make the playoffs.
But you don't know.
Everybody picked them to be.
You don't want to start it.
Yeah. Huh? What?
I mean, this is you got a must. Am I frozen now?
No, I think I'm the frozen one. It's that
You're not
fucking
frozen.
computer. If I hadn't left my Mac down at work, I'd be fine. But it's the Mac that I have sitting here, the Hackintosh shit.
See, this is here's my impersonation of you talking about the Cubs. Well, I don't know. It depends on if Jesse Chavez is going to do anything, if Chris Martin is going to do, and then maybe Ethan Roberts, if he has a year, it could turn into some good things for the Cubs. And then, of course, Keenan Thompson has to have a nice hitter.
Look, I've never claimed. Why do I need to do anything? Like, what do you want me to say about him? Like,
well, you're a sports. I want to know what's going on with the Cubs. What is the key story?
I'm a sports guy. What does that mean? Like, who knows? I'm not a sports guy. I'm a guy who's on a show called Live at the Sports Attic.
You have all kinds of sports paraphernalia behind you.
I'm a sports paraphernalia guy. I like paraphernalia in general. Sports.
Where's Lou? I get more out of Lou. Is Lou calling in?
All kinds. I don't know. He might. You never know. Mightn't he? Al, that's all I have. Oh, I've got something that I might be coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, give me a second. If you could fill the time, I've got to find my email for it.
I'm very excited. I mean, I'm hoping we're getting a good year out of Rowan Wick this year. 6'3", 234 pounds, born in 1990.
Oh, now you're frozen. Or am I frozen?
82, hell of a player, and
Are you back? Am I
how's Michael Rucker? I'm not frozen on this.
He was pretty good on The Walking Dead. He was pretty good on The Walking Dead, and I remembered him from Indian in the Cupboard back in the day. Michael Rucker, good actor. I liked him.
So, I have had insomnia for a month now, and
Claudio over there says that you're the one who's frozen.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want me to exit and enter again?
I don't know, maybe. And I'm going to talk about the school night special over at Wrigley Field. School nights just got better, Al. I think I'm taking my family. You're there now. You get one terrace reserved outfield corner ticket, one regular hot dog, and one beverage, a soda or bottled water per ticket. I can take the kids on Monday, May 16th. I can take the whole family for $21 a piece with all of that included. Doesn't seem too bad.
That's my gunshots.
Wait, do you not hear me?
I heard you now. I just heard some gunshots outside. Okay. I'm getting some caution sign on mine.
About the gunshots? Do you want to take a look outside for that? What do we want to do?
Well, that sounds exciting. Connection. On my connection here.
I don't know. I am. I'm pretty excited about it. The school night special, and they're starting the games at 6:40, which is pretty cool, as opposed to usually 7:05. A little bit earlier. You can get out of there earlier. And let's be honest, we're not going to make it through the whole game with a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. It's just not going to happen.
So don't take them. Don't put them through that misery. Don't put yourself through that misery. And then take a couple, pictures for your Twitter and say how much fun you had, because it's not. It's horrible. That whole experience just sounds miserable.
To the gram. I'm going to make a TikTok about it. It'll be great. I can't wait to go. It sounds perfect to me.
I don't know. I would rather just stay home and, put the kids and let them watch Frozen, and then you and the wife just go to the game. Just leave the Frozen on the TV, and off you go.
Okay. Yeah, I think they should be fine. We're trying to figure out. We're trying to get to the. We got tickets for Spoon. Just in. I don't think I can do the show next Tuesday. That's a Tuesday night. I have tickets for Spoon. I just put that together while we're on the show. But I don't know if we can go because I don't think we have a baby. Do you want to come babysit that night if we don't have a show?
Well, I had tickets to see Gilbert Gottfried 2 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago. I gave them up so I could come do this show, because this show, that's what it means to me. And,
Earlier in the show,
now Gilbert Gottfried's dead. So, thank you.
No, you did not, because earlier in the show you said that you were gonna see him the next time he's in town. You were
the same way you were gonna, fuck out and have a mustache. whatever the kids say.
Al, this isn't the first time that you and I have both randomly shaved the mustache in at the same time.
I know, it's weird.
I don't know how the fuck that happens. That's unreal. Well, in my case, somebody got in my head. It a little over a week ago now on a Sunday night, a guy, one of the producers over at CHGO, when like the birth years came up, and I was like, yeah, 79. And he
You guys got to figure a name out. You really.
and he's like, you're younger than me. And I was like, no. I was like, yeah, I guess so. And he mentioned how much gray was in the side of my beard. And I've always been a fan of gray.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care that much. But then once he said it, I'm like, well, fuck. I'm like, well, I can get rid of a bunch of gray if I just shave it. So that's why I did.
I had the perfect Waylon Jennings beard, but I screwed up trimming it, and I got a little too much off, and I just said, you know what, let's just take it all off.
Wow. Okay. I get it. That's fine. Yeah.
So I got 2 hours of sleep today, maybe less, and I decided to go to a gym because I noticed that I think they're 24 hours again. So I park, and I get in, I walk inside, and it's always a sales pitch with these people. You know, they got the big sign out front, $9.95 a month. You know, you're like, I'll take that one. No, let's sit down. Let's talk about it. And they're like, all right, you know, what if you get this package? Well, whatever package you get, you're going to get a free 1 hour session with a trainer. I looked the guy dead in the eye, and I said, last time I got the 1 hour training session with the free training session, I had a guy named Ice Pick calling me, leaving messages on my answering machine that I missed the session. Now, I don't want to deal. I'm a grown-ass man with somebody with the name of an American gladiator. I don't want to deal with this shit, okay? So don't worry about that. Keep your American gladiators away from me. Just sign me up. I want the most basic possible package. So he pulls out the most basic package possible, and it was like $249. But the upgrade was $212. So of course you should take the upgrade. I said, don't give me the upgrade. I want the cheapest package because I don't know what scam you're pulling. I want the cheapest package possible. I just want the key so I could come in the middle of the night and go on the goddamn treadmill. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, do you want to go to other locations? I go, no, I don't want to see another location. There's no other gym I want to go to. You showing me locations in New York. I hate New York. You show me locations in Virginia. I don't even know where Virginia is. Somewhere on the East Coast. I couldn't pick it out on a map. It would take me a minute, you know? So, like, these people, these high pressure, I told the guy, I go, listen, I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I might as well be drunk right now, you know? So right. just stop talking. Just fill out the paperwork. Let me sign some things. Give me the little thing. And
Are you talking $240 a month, or is this like 6 months?
2 years. 2 years.
For 200 and whatever.
Allegedly 2 years. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got scammed.
That buys you the whole 2 years. You pay it up front, you get 2 years.
Right. He's like, if you're paying full, then let's go with the other option, the cheaper option, because you know you get this, you get access to the massage table.
Right. Then did you say Ice Pick better not be fucking calling?
Yeah, no, I don't need no fucking Ice Pick calling me. Leave a message on my machine. Hey, yo, this is Ice Pick. You missed your personal session. You want to reschedule?
First of all, I think that there's a market for that. Like, but advertise like, hey, you're going to get trained by Ice Pick, you know, and you're like, fuck, I won't sign up for that guy if you don't want that guy. But for him to come at you when you're not even ready, that's a bit much. Here's my other thing, Al. You, my friend, are a damn fine salesman. You know, you've lived a life where you were a damn fine salesman, selling many resting places.
Right.
This guy especially coming at you. Like, I would have just gone, listen, pal, listen, man, I know what you're doing. You're selling the place that makes you tired. I've sold the places that get you
rest. Yeah.
I know the bullshit that you're trying to sell me here, buddy, and I don't want to hear it.
And then there was a damn drive-by shooting I saw on the Citizens app on Lawrence Avenue, right? This was at like, I don't know, 4 hours before I went to go to the gym and get some what did I want? I wanted a pho, but the pho place was closed. So anyways, the fucking Lawrence was still being processed by the police. They had the damn thing shut down, so I couldn't get around. I had to drive around. You know, when you're half asleep, you're practically drunk. It's a big hassle. I don't know what they got. Like, a drive-by happens, pick up the bullets, you know, write up a report, get the body out of there, and let's move on. Traffic life needs to continue.
Yeah.
What are they closing streets down for? Enough already.
I mean, I think you got to gather evidence and things like that, maybe.
Evidence. I'm sure the case closing rate on drive-bys is probably like 10%. Like, let's just enough with the charade. Just move on.
Quit trying. Yep. I'll be damned.
Remember Al B. Sure?
No.
You don't remember Al B. Sure?
Wait a minute. No, I think I do. Wait, who's
R&B?
LB? Sure. Can you remind what was R&B like? What years? I remember that. That it's.
I would guess the 80s. I think late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
Kind of a smooth, you know. He's up there with Johnny Gill, my. You know, like that kind of love music.
Yep. Yep.
You were probably listening to all that white music at the time. You know, you were listening to the Randy Travis and the you know, the Colin Ray.
Okay. Oh man.
Whew. It's lots of
Well.
So how are things going at the Shigo? You
Man, I don't know. Like, we're working on getting a new software for booking, and it's just like it's a pain in the ass. Like, I'm bringing it in, I'm introducing this new software. I already introduced a new scheduling software, but now this new booking one, I'm already getting plenty of bookings for tours like all summer. But now I'm going to have to change it over in the next week and then teach all of the staff how to use this new booking software. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. Should have done it in the off season, but now we're going to be stuck with a busy. By the way, we're busy. We're going to have tours again. People are back out. It's back. But right now, like, I'm getting emails during the show about it, and it's just it's bothering me. That's how it's going.
Oh, I was talking about the other place, but all right. Thank you for the update on the scooter shop. That was very.
And then later this summer, I want to introduce e-bikes because Segways aren't going to be around forever. Like, fuck. Like, man, because they
Where
stopped
are
making
Segways going?
back in June of 2020. They stopped making them
Oh.
back in June of 2020. And, you know, Ninebot from China bought them out, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Now they've stopped making these. They make the mini Segways. They have some Segway branded scooters, you know, actual scooters like the scooters. And now they stopped making these, and now there's hardly anybody to talk to about it because you know, they can't service them anymore. We can only do servicing that we can do, which isn't everything because it was an all-inclusive company, and they would want to fix everything themselves.
Now, you make it sound like
around like another 5 or 6 years.
Now you make it sound like the e-bike idea is your idea. Is it your idea, or is this just like the thing the corporate is pitching around?
What do you
Or
mean?
are you coming up? Are you like raising your hand in a meeting? Are you like, John, listen, Clark from Chicago here. I'm a little concerned that in 5 years the Segway is going to go the way of the beta tape. Should we be looking into e-bikes?
Well,
is that
no,
like how your conferences
the
go?
company that I started working for last year in April, and then like now I'm running the place, you know, by the end of the summer. They are not a corporate place. It's a mother-daughter team. So I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And yeah, so that's where I am with that. And I think it's a thing that, you know, if I want to stay in tours, which it's something that I do enjoy doing, I can't continue to do Segways forever because our Segway junkyard gonna, you know, it's all gonna disappear at some point.
You know,
right?
what's going to happen is you're going to end up on the buses. You're going to end up on those double-decker buses. That's where all tourist people end up.
Or I just got to bite the bullet and get really good at the architecture and shit and go give that a shot, right?
Oh, do the boats. You can do the boats. You can do the boats. Or you can do the buses.
Do
Those
the
are the
boats, do
two
the buses.
forevers.
Yeah, in that where was that Vince Vaughn movie where he had his brothers, and they made it look so easy to just own your own little family boat tour operation, and it's not like that. Let me tell you.
Now, do you need any special licenses to host a tour?
Yes.
Like can I? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Well, let me print it out. I'll come up with a license for you. But yeah, I got license.
Gotcha.
I mean,
All right.
I'm the director of fun. It's fine. We got this. No worries.
You
Come
are a
see me.
director of fun.
You can write on
DOF.
What?
DOF.
The DOF. That's right. I am.
I think you would look good with a Hitler mustache. Being honest, I've just been looking at you. I've been
You
staring
should
at you
try
for the
it
last
out.
half
No,
an
I think
hour.
You should try it and bring it over there to.
I look okay with one, honestly. Like I'm like I'm from the northern part of the boot, right on the border of Austria.
Like,
So
even
my
if you
people,
don't-
that was their style. Like we had that.
Did nobody else do it? Why did it become known as the Hitler mustache? Just because he's the most famous person with it for such a long time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was. But then again, you have the Korean dictator haircut, so
Why
I don't know
can't
how.
you at
Like,
least- I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no way. Like,
yeah,
I've got a mullet. Like, I'm working on a mullet. How is that?
this isn't the worst version of the Korean dictator haircut, but you've had in the past versions of the Korean dictator haircut. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, it's the Charlie Chaplin. Like, can it just stay as the Charlie Chaplin? Like,
Well, that's what I did. Yeah.
can it ever come back? I don't know if it can. Like, I think it's ruined. I think it's ruined. That's all.
I
I
think it's
I know that Michael tried it. Did it work for Michael Jordan?
it was okay.
I don't know. I was like the one underwear commercial. Michael Jordan's big on it, right?
That might be the key. Like, I don't know if a white guy could do it. It might have to be like a person of color to bring the style back, And once they do it, and then it becomes cool, and then you can start emulating them.
Maybe you can.
Then that would be all right. But I like white dudes. It's just because that's all you think about is the Hitler.
I mean,
I think I look okay with it.
Why would ever?
It brings the blue out.
I'm pretty sure the way that I rock the mustache is like how it needs to be done. Like this is, I don't want to go away from this style. Whenever I give it into a mustache, I get down here. I forget. Do you call this the, or is that the handlebar?
Yeah, that's a handlebar.
Wait,
No,
what's
this is a handlebar. You have a handlebar.
What's this one? Twirly Lou? Do you call
Well, that's just a fucking no. That's just a douchebag.
It's a cool Jared.
It's a douche. It's a cool Jared, right? Exactly what it is. Although, I mean, you've turned into hipster Clark. I mean, make no mistake about it.
What do you mean,
You're not as cool
Clark?
as Jared. You're
What
not
do
as
you
cool
mean,
as Jared.
Clark.
We knew this guy, Cool Jared, and this Cool Jared had a mustache with the little twirlies on the end.
I didn't.
Uh,
I like Jared.
You are a Chicago. Yeah, I know. You are a Chicago. You're Portillo's. You're a Portillo's citizen.
What?
You are like
Tell me that Portillo.
yeah. You are a Portillo's. You are the Portillo's of Chicago.
To a place called Chicago Ramen. Let's just talk about that.
Yeah, because I know what the essence of the city is. I understand what Chicago means. You are Portillo's. You're good. There's like you're a good Chicagoan. The Grabowski. Holy shit.
What are you doing, pal?
Holy.
Found it last week in a box, in a comedy accident box. Are you shitting me?
Wow. Yeah, the Grabowski. Hell yes.
You remember that sketch we did? You were
Of course.
You were amazing.
I played Gorilla Grabowski and I wore that mask.
Oh yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I hosted a talk show in they used to call them Italian teas, but there was a derogatory term. I don't think you can say that anymore.
Right.
Then they called them a certain beater, but I don't think you can say that anymore.
a white
So
tank top, a white
tank top. I wore a white tank top and yeah. Well, there are rumors I was the Max Headroom guy.
Isn't that
Put that out
amazing? I
there.
just found it. I think you were. How old are you in the Max Headroom thing?
Yeah. I had a little dildo and I was like, I'm Max Headroom.
That's funny. Did somebody just call it out as the Max Headroom thing? Yeah, I did. Cloudy, your local is local gets, huh? Man.
Who was the Detroit pizza guy on Twitter who said I didn't know who he was?
Oh, you don't know who that is, do you?
I don't know who that is.
Perfect. Well, you know where we used to hang out after comedy accident shows at the Apollo Theater was at the new High Tops, right?
Yeah,
The
right.
one at Lincoln in Montana. They
You
were
would know Cool Jared.
They were a Michigan State bar.
Mm.
It was Nate Beal.
Oh, Nate Beal, sure.
Was sing karaoke. I don't know if he was
Yeah.
a guy, but yeah. He was right. I thought he was right when he said that. I thought he's like, Al doesn't, I don't think Al knows, because I didn't realize that, because sometimes, you know, you follow people for a while and then you forget, oh, they're not marketing as themselves here. Like, I didn't realize it until that moment. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, he's not showing his face. It's not him. Al, I can't find it. I looked for Grabowski comedy accident and I can't get a hold of anything here.
Yeah. Yeah. You should do the Gorilla Grabowski show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Gorilla Grabowski. Now that guy knew where a hot dog was. Not fucking Portillo Clark.
No. Wow, weird. When I look for Grabowski comedy accident, Susan Messing showing up on our show was on here on the old Comedy Accident podcast. That's weird.
Oh, wow.
Google's a place, man. Google is a place.
That's kind of like your take on the Cubs.
Yeah. I just Google Cubs. How are they?
The Cubs are a team. They are a team. They are going to have a season.
I'd like to get to a game by myself. That'd be fun.
Why? I mean, I understand leaving the kids, but why not?
I enjoy watching baseball live at the stadium.
I think you enjoy drinking. Is what I think.
No, I'll have a couple beers, but I think I'll enjoy getting a scorecard, watching the pitcher warm up as he comes out, watching him in the bullpen beforehand. So
you're the guy I throw popcorn at.
What's that?
You're the guy I throw popcorn at. Man, you do look old. You know what you need, Clark, is you need one of these rollers to knock out some of that under your eyes shit.
I'll order it right now. What'd you call that thing?
I don't know. I saw it at Dominic's.
You know what I'm going to do? You called it a something roller, a facial roller?
Yeah, facial roller. That sounds right.
A bamboo. I'm going to order it right now, and I'm not even going to. Normally, I have to ask the other person of the household to take a look at the cart. She asked me to take a look at the cart and give it an approval. This one, I'm just going to go willy-nilly on it and just send it right through.
Wow. You might get in trouble for that.
How do you feel about that?
Boy, like I said earlier, I'm excited for this New Japan show. We're getting Will Ospreay going up against Moxley. And, there's some rumors Mox's contract might be running out. I don't for a second think he's going back to WWE, but possibility exists.
He's but he's not.
No, I don't think there's a chance in hell. Cody's looking good.
Whoa.
Just go to a minor league game, same experience for a quarter of the price. This four Cloudies knows what he's talking about.
No, here's the deal. I'll take the kids to one Cubs game with the school night package for $21, where you get a dog, a soda, and what have you. And then I'm going to also take them over, which is a lot closer to my house, over to Indeed Field over there in Schaumburg, where the Chicago Dogs play. So I'm going to be Al like you. You go to Chicago Ramen. I'm going to go to Chicago Baseball in Schaumburg. Perfect.
That's fine. See, that's understanding the essence of Chicago, understanding what it means to be a Chicagoan. Chicago isn't about a zip code, my friend.
Land area,
it's about a state of mind.
Bullshit.
You think it's about you're from Kirkland, so you think it is about a zip code. It's not.
No,
Chicago is an essence.
Hey, man,
my friend.
man, $16. All right. I said I
Wow.
do. I said I
Wow.
do it. I'm not. But I save 15% with this coupon. Boom. Ordering it without a care. Balls. Got it. Thank you.
Balls.
What was that from?
What?
Impact Field. That's what it is. I'll take them there. And that
Hello, Clark.
more aimed towards children, so that's cool.
And Clark, it's Gilbert Gottfried.
No, this isn't Gilbert. God,
I'm up in heaven.
oh boy. Here we go.
Who do you have to blow to get into this place?
That's a very good Gilbert joke. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe this is Gilbert from heaven. That's perfect.
I understand. Whoa, get deep. I'm hanging up now.
What was that?
You scared off Gilbert Gottfried.
What's
the matter with you?
I missed it. That was a good effort. I liked it. I like the chants. That's funny. I forgot that bit. What how was Cody last night?
Oh, it was excellent.
Opened the show again. Is he still coming through the stage like my guy from the Oregon Stop Pizza place? He's still doing that.
I'm not sure he came through the stage. He had some extra fireworks. But basically, any criticism people had of Cody, The Miz called out. Like, he had this extravagant entrance with some extra fireworks, and The Miz is like, oh, you get extra fireworks. Thank you for blowing the entire WWE firework budget in your single entrance. And then Cody cut a promo like, listen, I know I'm extravagant. I know this is who, but this is who I am, and I want to be the champion. So,
yeah. I don't know. I mean, he made the right move. He was getting booed in that other company, and in this company, he's not. So what the hell?
Hello, Clark.
Yeah,
it is Stas from the Ukraine.
Oh, from last week. Why are you? What's going on?
Oh, my house is destroyed, and I think my sister's dead. But I understand you left some kind of macaroni at your job, and you need to go back and check and make sure your Mac is there.
Yeah, I think I might have left my computer there.
Yeah, we are going to have a prayer visual in the remembrance of for you, Clark, for all your struggles and your hardships in your life. Your 2 jobs. What is it like to have 2 jobs?
It's a little bit stressful at times, but
they are dropping bombs on our water system, and you are worried about your 2 jobs are very stressful. So stressful.
You know what? The hell with it. I'm just gonna forget about the computer that may or may not be there. Maybe I dropped it walking to the car.
Are you going to this place tomorrow?
Well, there's going to be a lot of rain tomorrow, so I was kind of hoping to stay home.
Oh, you're going to stay home from work because of too much rain.
We're going to work from home.
Oh, we have too many bombs falling on our people. But
don't do that to me.
The rain.
What was your name again, sir? I'm sorry. I missed
Stash. Stash from Ukraine.
Oh, hey, Stash. We've got spammers over here, man.
Oh, you have spammers. We don't even have spam in our stores.
Oh, Stash. No. Hey, in all honesty, I pray for you. I hope for you. I hope things.
Thank you. We pray and we hope. We light candles for you too. But hopefully your day is less stressful and your Mac is there and your spam is good. And I have to go now. Things are very bad, but we are going to take a moment to pray for you.
Thank you. And wow, Al, where'd you go? Like every time I'm the one who gets shit here. I hardly hear like any mentions to you.
Huh. Well, that's nice of that guy to call in again. Very, I my thoughts and prayers for him. I wouldn't trivialize my life's problems, like you do with more Stash there.
But you know how I know we're big time? Because we're getting the spammers here, Al. Best followers, primes, and viewers Hit it up. Hit him up, you son of a bitch.
Just remove the
Get
space,
out of
man.
our room. Get out of our room.
I got one of those weird ones from my friend's mom. You know, from like grammar school. All of a sudden, you know, my buddy's mom from Flory from grammar school is telling me to contact some person to save some money, and I'm just like, I hit up my buddy Jeremy. I'm like, listen, your mom. I think your mom's one of these AEW bots that are trying to take Tony Khan down.
My guess is that what happened was somebody made a copycat profile, used her picture, friend requested you, and then was messaging you.
Yeah, but it was her account. Like it was her account.
Oh, it was? Like you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Like you were already friends with it. It wasn't that.
Correct.
Okay. My thing was today, you know, my wife's great grandma sent me a friend request, and I was like, hang on a minute. There's only like 4 friends. And then I went and I looked, and I'm already friends.
Yeah.
So,
And why when they do those, like the last picture is always like some hot chick or or like an Indian guy, like it's his real picture. Like he thinks he has to upload his real picture as the final one.
yeah, I don't know. If it's the hot girl, I think maybe they're like, well, maybe we'll get 1 or 2 people who are like, oh, cool, hot girl.
Yeah.
And don't
Grandma Edna is suddenly a hot girl.
Right.
From the Ukraine.
Al, I'm gonna ban this spammer. Okay.
Why don't you ask them to join us if we get another follow first? I mean, don't go banning people.
Is that the spammer I got? Oh yeah, they should follow us first and then go away.
Yeah.
More followers. No. He took private photos and sent it to. Oh, okay. Well, wait. Where am I? My chat's been. Wait, I think that I may have banned the wrong person. Shit.
This is what I was afraid of. We have 3 listeners. You just got rid of one of them.
Hey, Sleazy, if you're watching somewhere, I didn't mean to ban you. Fuck. How do I unban? Unban. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to host a show while you're also trying to ban people.
Yeah, so you don't ban people.
I know I shouldn't have. Lesson learned. Never use the ban. Oh no.
We're giving away a Crocus ham for what I'm drawing for our top 5 new followers. So
I think Sleazy might be. I don't know. Shit. Hey, if you're Sleazy and you're watching us somewhere, that was an accident. I can't get him back. I'll go find a ban list later. But right now I can't. All right. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Can you still see me or hear me? Fuck.
Clark, I've been banned.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
What the
You're like
fuck?
Twitter over here banning everybody. Come on, man. I'm gonna get that Elon Muskert over here, and he's gonna buy 15% of the Larcher and Lawrenson show, and we're gonna get an edit button, and we're not gonna ban people. It's gonna be that simple. So Elon Musk, if you're listening, please call me. Drop something in my DM, as the kids say, when they're not might fuck around. Yeah, you're frozen. Oh, you're back.
Here we go. Plugged it in. Wait, why is everything so yellow? Come on, let's go.
That's right. Did you watch any of those WrestleMania matches?
Man,
I've been so busy. I don't know why.
I fell asleep
Two
one night
jobs.
to the Briscoes and FTR. I wanted to watch that before I went and watched Rampage with FTR and from AEW. They had a great match there too, right? FTR put together like 2 back-to-back really solid matches that were pretty great, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So no, I didn't. Was that FTR match, was it as good as people would build it, the FTR and the Briscoes?
Yeah, it was very good. It had a lot. I think the wrong team won in the end, but besides the booking, the match itself was great. There was a lot of great wrestling.
Why do you book it that way to keep them strong in AEW and to bring the titles there and carry them around? to give them the rub.
Well,
before
it
you come back to-
doesn't look like they're going to sign the Briscoes.
Really?
So, yeah, I mean, the Briscoes made some like anti-gay statements like 10 years ago, and some executive, is all pissed off about it. So, they're just
TNT?
not going to deal with it. Yeah. TNT, by the way, that whole company just sold, or there's a new head of it, and there is some questioning about AEW going forward. So
It'd be the kind of the same situation, except they don't own the company, the wrestling company this time. Like they'd be free to try to get a contract somewhere else, unlike the last time where TNT owned it, like Time Warner.
Right.
But it's a very similar thing. That's crazy.
And then I believe
thing. If 10 years ago in character, the Briscoes were making videos as heels,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a heel and you're making a disparaging comment about a group of people, aren't you trying to get heat? And sure, there might be limits that you can go to, but you're a character. You're playing the bad guy. The bad guy in a movie says these things, and the good guy wins. That's what happens in wrestling as well. The good guy defeats the bad guy. But you need the bad guy to do that.
They just seem like guys who actually said it and then blamed it on their character.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, that just but then again, that's their characters are so good. I don't know where the real Briscoes and where the characters end. I mean, they seem like they're legitimately backwoods people missing teeth.
And some of the best characters created by all different types of artists and wrestlers and comedians and everything are really based on the reality of you. You just exemplify who you are, make it bigger and worse. Or if you're being a bad guy, then you try to go more outrageous than the last time, even if it's not what you're believing as a human. So
right.
I don't know. It's tough.
Well, as John Prine once said, it's a big old goofy world.
It's a hell of a roller coaster out here, man. Now I'm in my head. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell to unban a person. I'm going to talk to Connor.
You talk to Connor.
I don't know.
Good friends now. You're all buddies.
I mean, I've never met him.
Never met him. Oh, man. Well, I ordered new window blockers. The sun blockers for the windows.
Keep it dark in the daytime, trying to find the sleep, man.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the blinds. The blinds have pretty much been a failure. They're like wooden, and like right now it's breathing in the attic. There's a cross breeze, and it just slams them into the window frame. It makes too much noise, and my bed's right next to that. So if I'm trying to sleep, it just wakes me up, and there's too much sun getting in. So I'm looking at maybe making a change in the lighting procedures before the air conditioner goes in, which should be in another 2-3 weeks.
Do you do anything like melatonin or any of that shit?
Yeah, I got one of those sunlights.
Okay. No. Like you take something that helps you sleep, like melatonin. I used to take ZzzQuil.
Well, I got sleeping pills, and I think Trazodone.
Okay.
I mean, I could go to the doc and get Trazodone. I've done that before. Trazodone's really good. Like, that knocks you the fuck out. It was basically like when antidepressants first came out. Trazodone was like one of the first ones, and people would take it, and it would calm them down, but it would put them to sleep. So, I mean, that wouldn't function too well for an antidepressant, but as a sleeping aid, it works really well for me. And I tend to wake up without feeling like I took a sleeping pill, like an over-the-counter sleeping pill, which I'm taking now. Those things, you wake up just, dead. Cloudy. Thinks Trazodone sucks, but,
Well, I mean, maybe everybody has different experiences with things.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah. No, I want to use this one right now, or in a second here. I haven't been sleeping as well for the last month or month and a half because I got back on Adderall, which has been
Ah.
helping me great time during the day. But I'm just trying to figure out when is like I'm taking an extended release, and then I've got a regular pill as well that I can like take if it's not feeling like it's working in the morning. But I've got to figure out when can I take that the last part of the day to take it while still hoping to get to bed before 1 a.m. Which if I go to bed at 1 L, I'm up by like 6:30, which I think I'm still sleeping more than you, but I have trouble fucking operating. I'm cranky with the kids when I wake up.
Well,
It's just
if you're legally getting your Adderall, which I'm sure you are, being a good outstanding citizen you are, you could just talk to your doctor and tell them your sleeping problems, and there might be a pill or a solution that they could offer you.
I don't want them to take it away, right? Like,
Well, no, they'll add on. They'll give you
Cloudy gives a little more substance behind the trazodone suck. So there, fair enough. We all have our experiences, right? It makes sense. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. W. Wilson's finally coming back down, hanging with
That's
the
right. Been
Commodores.
drinking all day in that luxury suite.
Hanging in the suite, eating the Shane smash burgers, all that shit, pal. And now you're back here just hanging out with us little Wordle peons. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure that out. And then, like, I've been thinking about looking at melatonin and maybe just grabbing a little ZQuil. That usually helps me sleep more. I got my best night of sleep last night, and it was about 6 hours and 10 minutes of sleep. I felt the best I had in a little while.
You know what changed my mind about medicine? When I was in the hospital for the gallbladder, and I almost died, they gave me this stuff, Dilaudid. And this stuff was like legal heroin.
Wow.
It was Dilaudid.
Dilaudid.
Dilaudid was, this was the greatest drug I ever had. But as soon as they gave it to me, I would get sick to my stomach, which tends to happen. If I take if I do mushrooms, or if I take acid, I get sick. I'm easily,
right?
I get nauseous easy. So I told them, I'm like, hey, they're like, do you want more of this Dilaudid? And I'm like, look, I love this Dilaudid stuff. I wish I could take this home with me, but it's just going to make me vomit, and I don't want to get out of bed. So she's like, oh, we have this. And she jimmied something in my arm, gave me a little squirt of this, a little squirt of that. And next thing you know, I wasn't getting sick on the Dilaudid anymore.
Wow. Okay.
Have I ever done DMT?
Maybe habit forming, especially with prolonged use.
Yeah.
Take this is it. Hydromorphone exactly as directed. Do not take more of it. Take it more often, or take it any different way than directed by your doctor. Wow. Sounds like you do have to be pretty damn careful with this stuff.
Well, yeah. This stuff was, if Dilaudid's if that's what we're talking about, this was the heavy duty shit in the hospital. Have I ever done DMT? I read a book called Einstein, Nixon, and Elvis. I think that's what it's called. And this was like 10 years ago. And it was basically a scientist who had taken DMT. And I became increasingly curious about it. And, Sturgill Simpson, the song Turtles Going Down, it is probably about DMT more than anything else. Something that's created in our mind, is a line in the song. And DMT is the chemical that's released in your brain when you die. It's kind of it's your body's last dose of drug to give you happiness. And, people tell stories of, the high only lasts about 2 minutes, but people on it have told stories about they feel like they've gone into a jungle and a panther was stalking them, but not in a dangerous or fearful way. And they experience this 4-hour journey into their mind that in reality only lasts 2 to 3 minutes. I've always wanted to do DMT, and I have never found a good source of it. So no, I've never done DMT. Plenty acid, peyote, Hiawatha.
You just kind of asked the guy who got you the acid. You're just like, hey man, any chance?
Yeah, I used to ask around for DMT all the time, and I was supposed to do it at Burning Man, but I couldn't figure out. I couldn't find the dude at Burning Man who had it. And Burning Man's a journey. Next thing you got somebody's flinging a dildo around, and there's a giant carrot. People are chasing you, and and then there's dwarfs. You enter a dwarf village, and there's space aliens, and there's like some 80-year-old guy from Japan, and some British guy dressed like the devil, and some hot American chick, dressed like a saint, and you're all sitting at some random bar, and you forget all about the DMT. So
DMT is most commonly smoked in Australia, with effects commencing almost straight away and finishing around 30 minutes.
there you go.
Yeah, I've heard your tales of the journeys at Burning Man, and someday maybe we should have Patrick on for some of the new listeners. But back in the day, soon after your journey happened, you and Patrick were stuck in the desert for a matter of days on the way to Burning Man before you could get there.
We got lost in the desert, and we got stranded. Where I stared at dung beetles rolling balls of shit around for 4 days.
What the fuck? That was your entertainment.
It was.
You did flag down a train. Like, I'll give that tease.
I did flag a train
Flagged
down.
a
Yeah.
fucking train. Yeah.
A big freight train. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Middle of the desert.
Man, I wish we would have gotten a show together on that. We tried. You got kind of shut down.
Yeah, the attic's not really a chemistry lab. I'm very responsible with drug usage, which I know sounds weird, but it's true. And I don't do it often. Like I do acid maybe once a year, usually the 4th of July. Every 4th of July I try to do mushrooms or acid.
Seems right.
And mushrooms a couple times a year. You usually end up going to like the hookah place down the street, and taking weird pictures, as the Middle Eastern people stare at me. And
Chris,
then,
thanks for checking in, man. Hope you had a great time today. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.
Have a good one. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but he's rolling. So
Yeah. That's all I. That's all I got to say about that.
Is all you have. Oh, I see our guy Bully Ray, or they'll probably be able to call him Bubba Ray, is going to be on Stone Cold Steve Austin here.
Really?
Yeah, the Stone Cold podcast. Man, I know we broke down WrestleMania last week, but it was just a hell of a lot of fun to see him just put it all the fuck out there.
Yeah.
And Owens did a great job. It was just it was fucking great.
The whole thing worked.
Yes. Do you think it was too much, him coming back the next night, or
no?
I didn't. I loved it. Like you relived the McMahon shit. Like it was fine. It was great.
I listened to a guy on a podcast who only went the second night, so he's like, I didn't know if we were even gonna get Austin, but we got Austin, and that was cool. So he was there both nights.
He was still hopeful of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people were hopeful of it, but you just didn't know. I mean, was he going to be a one-night deal, or
right?
Was he going to make a cameo? I forgot about him, and then when the segment was obviously setting up for something, it was like, oh, Austin, perfect.
Yeah.
Why else would Vince McMahon be out here?
I knew it before I got to see it. That was the spoiler I saw, because I just love to not give a shit how bad the stunner went. Like, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
I think it was better. That was a mess.
It was, because it went bad. It had gone bad in the past. Like, it was perfect. It was, yeah. I enjoyed it a lot, man. Uh-oh, we're getting a hell of a rub over here. We're getting a hell of a rub. Better than there you go.
Well, what's going on the score right now? Who's hosting? Were they showing baseball or broadcasting baseball?
Somebody just got the nighttime gig. Baseball's over now. Shit, I forget. Somebody just got their nighttime gig for a while. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not Bob Collins, I'll tell you that. Oh, he was wacky, that Bob Collins.
I did listen back in the day to WGN, But that's, I mean, it's been a long time. A lot of the old hat, from back home, listens to WGN. They're not happy with the station the last, I don't know, 5-10 years or whatever. Well, of course they lost the Cubs, Al.
Yeah.
I know you're upset about that.
I wasn't. I was always a WLS guy. Always been WLS.
Sure.
Jay Marvin back in the day was my guy. He's the reason I got into radio.
Rokon.
Rokon. I like Ro. Yeah. I mean, I've always been a big WLS guy. Big John Howell now. But
isn't Ray over there now too?
Yeah, Ramblin' Ray is taking over the morning show right now. Temporary. I'm hoping he gets it permanently.
So did they move? Wasn't Howell in the morning gig for a while? Or no, Mancow was.
Yeah.
Mancow was governor?
I hope not. Come on now.
He was. I think he was, right? I don't know. Yeah, sorry to bring up Mancow. I forget.
Yeah. Well, Cloudy's happy that they sold to the venture capitalists. It's good. You got people who got all the money. They got to buy things. Why wouldn't you buy a newspaper? No. Man. If I could buy it.
There was a moment where I thought you and Cloudy might have been the same person.
Really?
In the Twitch chat. I did. Which is complicated to both of you, by the way. I don't know. I think you guys, you're there's some similar traits. That's what.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I don't know. I've never made this observation.
I think that I disagree with you both on quite a few things. I think we disagree on things.
Well, you're easy to disagree with. You have these flimsy opinions, and you got no backbone behind them, and they don't go anywhere. You just do whatever BBC tells you is right, and you go with it.
Yeah.
Tricolored past handle.
That's what I was wondering. It was when you were Tricolor Pastas, because I'm like, man, that does sound like a name Al would make. He's signing up for Twitch and he happened to be making pasta that night, and it was the Tricolor that he bought randomly. That's something I would do. I would think, Al, you're like, fuck it, I'm Tricolor Pastas. That's what I thought.
Oh, I need to invade Twitch and be just an asshole. I need to be myself. I need I have to pretend to be nice on some of these groups. No, but I just need an alter ego.
It's regulated a lot more than us because one, I think Odyssey has them doing that, and the guys who are tasked with. I mean, it's a tough gig to do. Trust me, but that's it. Oh, they're Ween.
I do like Ween.
You like Ween?
Yeah, I like Ween. Piss up a rope. That's Ween, right?
Uh-oh. Gonna go to Google.
Don't they have an Asian cowboy song too? I'm down with the Ween.
Okay. Yeah.
So hit the fucking road and piss up a rope. Yeah. You a big are you a big Mojo Nixon fan? I like the Mojo Nixon.
I mean, I have a great idea. Oh, the Japanese cowboy, baby.
Yeah, Japanese cowboy. Hell yeah.
Al, that should have been your theme song as you're fucking walking through Japan.
It was, man.
God damn, with your cowboy hat on, wearing the boots, it'd be perfect, my friend. Oh, damn.
There's a Japanese cowboy who comes to the local wrestling shows. He's a Japanese dude. He wears a Stetson hat. I don't know if he's actually a cowboy. I don't even know if he's actually Japanese either. I could be just projecting. But there is an Asian fellow who wears a cowboy hat.
When you were in Japan,
and I always feel like I should be friends with him.
Were people well, you're tourists. You're obviously a tourist. Are people? You said everybody's kind in Japan. Are they more kind to you, trying to help you out because they know you might not be from around here?
No, they're not more kind to you. They're just indifferent.
Okay.
They don't want to deal with you. Being in Japan is about being invisible. It's a very homogenous
in the city
society.
Here, when I was commuting on the train to work, I didn't want to see or talk to anybody.
Right.
Masks were great because people didn't know who the fuck I was.
But there's no smiling or Like, if you
Oh.
look lost or confused, nobody's really going to stop and be like, oh, what's going on, buddy? How can I help you? You know, they're just going to ignore you.
Okay.
But if you ask for help, they're like, they're forced to help you.
Oh,
You
'cause
know?
the
Yeah, there's
it's
the
it's
culture's
right thing to
very
do.
polite, yes. So it's like, oh, okay. Like,
Okay.
I was clearly lost in a back alley, and some dude like started carrying my luggage. Now I'm like, no, I got it. He's like, no, America. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not sure if he was telling me to get out of his neighborhood because we couldn't find this address I was looking for on the Airbnb, and he basically walked me back to the train station with my luggage. So
That's like he may have been asking you to leave the fucking neighborhood.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. He was very polite, though. So he looked like he was helping me. But at the end, I ended up right back at the train station, which, was like 2 blocks from the Airbnb.
You okay. So you just went the wrong you walked the wrong
Yeah.
direction. Okay.
But that was Funabushi.
How was your Airbnb there? What did you have your own space? Was it a shared space? What
No, it was my own space. It was,
your own bath, all of that?
yeah, their baths are different, man. Their bathrooms are a little different than ours. They're like water rooms. Like the entire room is a shower, which actually makes sense. Like you could spray down the toilet or whatever, but everything is just wet.
Oh,
Like you walk in there and everything is always wet. And I thought that was just like that Airbnb thing, but I Googled it and it's like, no, that's pretty common. But it was, I think it might have been a shared bathroom. I don't think it was. I think it was a private bathroom. And then I had a little kitchen unit, and then I just had a floor with sleeping bags on it. There was no furniture whatsoever outside of, some pots and pans.
All right. Okay. Let me try this. I'm doing this cold. I went to Google and I came to japan-guide.com. And for Japanese bathrooms, can you answer me if this is a correct assessment?
Yeah.
The bathroom in a typical Japanese home consists of 2 rooms, an entrance room where you undress and which is
Yes.
equipped with a sink, and the actual bathroom, which is equipped with a shower and a deep bathtub. The
Yes.
toilet is usually located in an entirely separate room.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, and it makes sense. Like, if your wife needs to take a dump and you're taking a shower,
Right.
that's uncomfortable.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, the Japanese got a lot of shit right. They got a lot of shit wrong too, but when
Right.
you celebrate the good.
One thing that I've known with, speaking from some people from other countries, our country very much there's way more like peeing with a dude next to you than other countries. Like most places, like the bathroom is completely shut off. It's completely closed in with doors. We're lucky if you have, curtains between them sometimes.
Right.
Depending on where you are. It's interesting. I think a little more privacy would be great for everybody.
I wouldn't mind that. I'm all for it. Yeah.
Me too. Sorry. I got really interested in Japanese bathrooms there.
Well, now you got the Suzuki guy pitching for your Cubs.
No, playing right field.
Yeah, playing right field for your Cubs.
We put up with draws at Wrigley forever. Yes.
Yeah. Soldier Field too.
Yep.
Hell, the Rosemont Horizon had troughs.
Sure. Amazing.
That was definitely like 80s Chicago through the 90s. Then there were some renovations and only, a handful of places. One of my favorite conversations I ever had is, I used to like to get drunk once a year, just get shit-faced drunk at the Billy Goat. I would take the L train down to the Billy Goat. I'd lower Whacker.
Oh, yeah.
And
you did that.
God, I think the bartender's name was Steve. He was like the long time, bartender. He's retired now. And, he would tell me stories because I'm a big Mike Royko guy. Royko is one of my favorite writers. And that was his hangout. So I would go down there and talk about what a prick Royko was. And there's this little corner. It's called like the Wise Guys Corner. And it basically, I would day drink there. I think their specialty drink is called the Horny Goat. And And I would just I would drink those until I get, belligerently drunk and just eat cheeseburgers until I was stuffed, and then I would Uber home. But one time I was in there, all the old like cab drivers were sitting in the corner and they were having a debate where the highest urinals in Chicago were. And I was just like, I thought this was the greatest conversation ever.
That's amazing.
There's like a hotel where the urinal goes all the way to the ceiling. Like it is like a fucking waterfall when you flush it.
I mean, that's not practical at all. I don't think that's helping anything. It's
Well,
a visual. That's a
Yeah.
visual.
The visual.
Absolutely.
My thing is, I always hate when I'm 5'8", like I'm a pretty standard height. When the urinal is too high, I get tilted. I get extremely upset.
Really? If it's too high, like how often
Yeah.
are they too high?
Seldom. It's not the
Right.
All-American. God, I can't remember the name of the bar. It had
It's
like the
happened
greatest
to
name
me.
in the world.
It's happened to me, and I'm like, you and I are both like right at the average height of males.
Right.
Like right at it.
Right at it.
So like I think I've been to some that are really close where I wouldn't have been annoyed, but like dudes that are like 5'10", I think get more annoyed by things like that. No, like 5'11". I'm 5'9".
No, like 5'6". The short ones are the problem. When you
Oh.
got to aim your dick upward, I mean, that's an issue.
Wait, why are the short people the problem?
High urinals.
No, but they have them higher because a taller person must have wanted it there.
Right. Somebody in the somebody said, "Hey, let's get the
All-
urinal
the
higher."
short people have it better than us, is what I'm
But
saying.
there's no reason a urinal shouldn't be shorter. They can pee down. I mean, that's how gravity works, Clark.
It is kind of difficult to pee into the kids one. There's always the one kid one, but you'll take it. It's
And I agree with
I got to be a little more careful there.
Cloudy ×4 that the urinals that go to the floor are the best.
You
Those
mean
you
the
find those a
ceiling to
lot
the
in
floor.
diners. You find those a lot in diners.
You said from the
You know.
ceiling to the floor, right?
Yeah, this one was like a waterfall that
That's
they
okay.
were talking about.
No, but the one goes all the way to the floor. Yeah, I think that's how they should be. The drain's right there, like it's in the floor.
Train
like
is right there.
It's right down on the floor. Yeah.
Back in the days, there used to be the ice poured in there for some reason, and then the
I don't
weird
think you're
mint.
going to get urinal talk anywhere else other than the sports
No.
hour. Like we are
This is
in the
all for
nation.
urinals.
Nobody else is currently discussing bathrooms or urinals. I guarantee it.
Yeah, we may have to take some suggestions.
The
Maybe do a podcast series on best urinals in Chicago. Because you have the funny ones, like the lips and whatnot.
Sure. Like, there were places that always put ice in it. Like,
Yeah, always. Usually the Greek places, the
what
diners.
is the actual reason for the ice? Is it to like limit splash? Because I don't know.
It might be a splash reduction technique. Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, we may have to get a bathroom, a bathroom expert in here, but they're definitely. I'm thinking that splash is a good idea, and it was, as Cloudy said, it was fun to melt it with your pee.
The game.
You aim for the ice.
Like as a man, like as a kid, you play games that doesn't necessarily go away ever in life. Just saying.
No, yeah. If
The
there's
bartender
anything,
surprised the ice eliminated urinal odors. As one expert explained, the ice froze odor, causing molecules in urine, preventing them from being released.
see these Greeks, they had it down. They knew how to stop the odors.
Eventually, the odor-filled molecules melt with the ice and drip down the urinal into the sewer. Boom.
If they could have made the cheese smell a little less bad, then we would have had something.
Cloudy's
Yeah, the urinal
questioning it, saying it's a small reduction. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It could be one of those things that's too much effort for what it actually does. I don't know.
Have you ever had the asparagus pee?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I don't pay attention enough, I guess.
Yeah, but if you have the real, like, if you ate a ton of asparagus, I mean,
how
it
much
smells like
asparagus does it take?
garbage.
Because I've never like had that memory of it. I know of asparagus pea, and I do eat asparagus, and I've had quite a bit in a sitting, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention, or would I be unable to? Would I have to pay attention to it?
Like you cannot stay. You're sitting there like my experience. If I have like too much asparagus, and I like this
It's just
asparagus,
in. We're down to one listener on that. Like, just put it out there. I mean, but I'm in. I'm in on. If it's just you and I, what the hell? Let's talk.
I
Go
have definitely. Well, this is the one listener. This is
Yeah.
good. If I've had too much asparagus, and I pee, I mean, it smells like fresh garbage. Like it smells literally like garbage,
Okay.
and it is potent, and you know it.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, the asparagus pee, brutal.
All right. I need you with however long we're going tonight, the rest of this, whatever.
Like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, same. We by the time we do another show, we will have been at NJPW. The last time wrestling will be seen in that building,
Yes,
Little Park.
the Odium.
The Odium, which, I mean, it's probably not in the best of shape, right?
I mean, the carpet's a little shaggy, but I thought that place is gorgeous. I love it.
I'm surprised that someplace with it just feels like a lot of history. Built in 1981 for football and soccer, it holds 2,500, and for boxing, wrestling, and concerts, 5,500.
Yeah,
Man. Yeah, I don't know. I think we talked about it last week a little bit. The Continental Indoor Football League played there.
I was there when I was on the second floor in the backstage area or the meet and greet area when Cody got the phone call that All Out sold out or All In sold out.
Really?
And and him and the Bucks, they were celebrating. They took a minute, like they stopped. They're like, whoa, hold on, buddy, and like they had this big moment. I got a great picture with Jushin Thunder Liger there. With like this cool like church backdrop, like church window backdrop.
Call is cool. That's cool. Fuck. Great.
I saw a lot of Ring of Honor there.
Yeah.
I went to the haunted house when it was there. With Fox a couple times. I love that haunted house. The when they would turn the Odium into the horror fest.
Okay, so that was sometime in the last 15 years you'd been there, 20 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, well, I'm excited to go to this. I don't know if I've ever closed down a building.
Well, we might set it on fire.
We might out.
Go out with a bang.
In this last calendar year, we've been to the first dance at the UC. We've been back to AEW All Out, All In, All Out. Yep. We've been to Reba, and we're going to be at the last show, which is NJPW's first show in the Chicago area.
That is correct.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean they've turned it
wrestling show there. Fucking awesome, man.
They've turned it into a pay-per-view, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay, I can catch it on the NJPW World app.
Yeah, I think you could stream it live on Fight.
Man, Cloudy says everyone there. Wow, Cloudy says everyone there is pretty sad about it going. That's I didn't know. I didn't know the I don't know what it's like from out there. Like if that place is hallowed ground or if people are thinking it's time. I don't know enough about it. Damn,
it's a cool spot. It was like it was the perfect sized venue for. Like, there's just not a lot of venues that have that size where, you're not big enough to be, at the Schaumburg place or, the Rosemont Horizon. And you're not small enough that, like, a high school gymnasium would satisfy you. It was just, like, the perfect scaled size, for wrestling. But Yeah, first time ever singles confrontation. We'll see Jon Moxley go head-to-head with Will Ospreay in the main event. The dispute all started when Windy City Riot was first announced some weeks ago. Along with the main event announcement came a message from Jon Moxley. After being absent from NJPW's last pay-per-view scale event in San Jose last November, he wanted to make fans knew he would be in full force in eager to wrestle Japan's New Japan. Yet, didn't include potential opponents. And the fragile ego of Commonwealth King was duly triggered. Even as Ospreay wrestled in New Japan Cup, he was calling out Moxley and deriding him for running scared from the United Emperor member. Moxley was not going to back down from a fight and soon agreed to fight in Chicago, whether in the ring or in the parking lot, all while Ospreay could push buttons and the envelope from afar. Even while Moxley vowed to make up with Ospreay that all of New Japan will be crystal clear while making a surprise appearance at Lone Star Shootout in Dallas, Ospreay was playing a dangerously personal game, going as far as to bring Moxley's wife, Renee Paquette, into the situation on social media with a tweet sent from the entranceway during Hyper Battle. Will Moxley teach a valuable lesson to Ospreay that has actions have consequences, or will Ospreay pick up his biggest singles victory of an already significant 2022 to date in Chicago?
All right. Wow.
Then you got the King, Minoru Suzuki, going up against the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii. Some rivals are born of champion greed, some of betrayal, some of historic vendettas. Sometimes, as in the case of Tomohiro Ishii and Minoru Suzuki, two wrestlers simply despise one another and fight on sight. The King and the Stone Pitbull fought all over Japan while opposing one another in tags on the New Japan Cup Tour. And when both happened to head to America at the same time, they couldn't stay far apart either. Ishii and Suzuki will confront one another at Lone Star Shootout in Dallas, and now perhaps this will be their sixth singles match for a short time. At any rate, it's going to be a heavy hitter. Jay Ospreay is fighting a mystery opponent on his U.S. Open Challenge, so we don't know who we're getting there. The King and FinJuice are taking on TMDK and Tito. That should be a lot of fun. Some big body dudes throwing it around. Jonah is getting a lot of hype now. The United Empire is taking on the Bullet Club, and we'll be seeing former New Japan World Champion Scott Norton, former WCW NWO member Scott Norton, making a rare appearance. In the same ring with Jeff Cobb on the other side. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to have the other Bullet Club guys, Anderson and
yeah.
Aren't they both going to be there? The guys from over on TNA.
That's right. Yeah. I'm blanking on their names now too. Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, there it is. Jesus.
Yeah, yep. Gallows and Anderson are going to be there. I believe the giant grandson of Haku is going to be there. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be a hell of a match. That's going to be very exciting. Filthy Tom Lawler is going up against Yujiri Nagata.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know what I saw this week? I can't wait to go to this show, by the way. Did you see the tweet that that somebody stole that Hunter Hearst Helmsley got the pedigree from Andre the Giant?
Yes, I saw that.
All right. Yeah. It's great. I mean, he literally gave the pedigree, which the move a long time, but right?
Yeah.
Must have been.
A little ACW has been added to the card. I get to give the finger. I hope you're excited about this. We get to give the finger to QT Marshall.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
The LA Dojo going up against the Factory.
Jay White.
Yeah. Yeah, that move has been around for a long time. That wasn't like a Triple H thing.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I'm in. I'm ready. Patrick's coming with us. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, Patrick's coming. I think we have really shitty seats.
Okay. I thought you didn't know. I thought you couldn't tell for sure.
Yeah, but then I kind of like I did a little more research, and I'm pretty sure we're like last row of like 2 sets of rows on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're I think we're in a bad. If we can make our way into the stands, we might do that. But we'll see, you know.
Okay.
It's the last show there. They're not going to be very well staffed. I think we do whatever the fuck we want to do till they tell us otherwise. That's the game plan. You know, we're going in this with a mission to get the best possible. If that means moving our seats, you know, I mean, what are they going to do? Yell at us? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just go find our own spot. Maybe just go in the ring and try to announce, you know?
I'm going to say, like, listen, you know who this guy is? He's in that Shigo thing, and a very famous producer. So you
Why
just
do
move
you-
out of the way and let
Nobody-
you know,
nobody
it's Clark
says-
Lawrence in here.
Yeah. I think it's actually CHGO, like their call letters.
Yeah, I'm not going to say all that.
DNVR, PHNX.
I don't say any of those things. VHS was the
Probably-
last 3-letter thing I
There's
said.
probably going to be one in most cities soon. It's a thing.
Chugo.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever you want to call it. I don't care. That'll work. That's fine. Call it Chuggo. I'm in.
Yeah, Chugo. Yeah, I mean, it was.
I don't know where that's going. I mean, yeah.
Chugo?
I've done better since
Chugo.
CHGO.
All right, Chugo. I'm down with that.
Why is it? Why would you ever say that?
Because it doesn't have a name and it needs a name.
It has a name. It's CHGO.
Those are letters, Clark. That's not a name. That's a call
You're right.
signal.
You're right. Yep. WSCR. You know, nobody ever calls.
Yeah, nobody goes, hey, are you listening to WSCR today? They go, hey, you listening to the score?
Are you listening to WGN? Are you listening to
3 letters are fine. FBI, NWO, 3 letters.
3 letters. Okay. ESPN. Nobody ever does that.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yes.
Guys, thank you for watching
Clark's
ORTS tonight. We
We
appreciate
pissed Clark
you
off we pushed the wrong button right at the
here. We
end.
appreciate you being here.
We set him off. He started playing the go away music.
Your mustache looks good. Again, thank you for listening to Did I spell it right? I did, didn't I? Oh.
Oh yeah, DMT and urinals. You know where to come.
Hey, you're not getting that many places. Al, thanks for a good show.
I hope your thing is at the thing.
Good night, podcast listeners.
I want to thank Stash for calling in from the Ukraine.
Yeah, thank you to him. Thanks for the Twitch interactions, y'all.
Good to see Grabo is still alive. And it proved I'm not him. Never was.
Never. That's funny. Good call. Yep. Oh man. All right, buddy.
All right. I'll see you tonight at the gym about 1 in the morning.
Talk Radio.
Dude,
Goodbye.
go over there. We're still on live on the TVs or whatnot. Yeah, go over there, kick some ass.
Yeah, I'll see you about 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you want me to call you?
No, I got it. I need to find sleep too. All right.